Hi everyone, I'm Moody Boo and I'm back with a single perfume review and a new to me house. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate you checking me out. You know what I mean. And if you're not new to my channel, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I guess I'm not really seeing you, but anyway. So this new perfume house, it was one that I got samples. Was it Door? Prestige? I don't know, but I will leave a link below. Anyway, I got samples from them, fell in love with Fiilit, and this is Surya-Bali. I got the travel set because this is coming with me to Hawaii in the fall. And I just thought it was kind of a cool, it's like a bamboo or something. It's a neat little travel spray and you get quite a bit for a really good price. It's mid-range on its price, so it's very affordable. Oh, and it's so good. It's such a good tropical summertime kind of a perfume. So Surya-Bali is frangipani, sandalwood, vanilla, jasmine, ylang ylang. There's some benzoin, tonka, patchouli, some more white florals, a little incense, some citruses, a bit of rose. And it's creamy, it's tropical, it's floral without being feminine. Because I don't get feminine from this because of some of those wood notes. That sandalwood is very prominent, and it's not a sour sandalwood. It's a warm, creamy kind of a sandalwood, my favorite kind of sandalwood. And mixed with that frangipani, come on, it's so good. I do think that some masculine personalities will think this will smell better on my feminine significant other than it would on myself. But gosh, I just wish we could break through those boundaries, because I have smelled some beautiful floral perfumes on men and they are amazing. I think many florals are misunderstood, including by myself. I misunderstand them all the time.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell.
I just don't believe in boundaries, not when it comes to fragrance. It doesn't have a big trajectory during your fragrance journey. I will say that it stays that beautiful, creamy, sandalwoody, frangipani. It's like a bunch of just perfectly bloomed frangipani flowers or plumeria or whatever are put in a sandalwood bowl and heated up just a little bit to really lift some of those nuances from the frangipani, because it's such a creamy, intensely buttery kind of a blossom to me. Oh, I just am crazy about it. Oh. Now the citruses, I don't really get a lot. From start to finish, I don't get a lot of citruses, and it says there's like lime and bergamot in there, and I don't detect them at all. The sweetness isn't just creamy though. There is a hint of tang to it, just a flicker of tang, almost like a sugar note was used in there. But I'm sure it's probably from the citruses. I can't imagine it'd be from anything else. I don't get a lot of patchouli. What I get is this earthiness with the combination of the patchouli and the sandalwood and the incense. It's super, super subtle. But it's like it takes all that creamy, buttery sweetness from the frangipani and the sandalwood and just kind of grabs hold of them and kind of anchors them down so that they don't get too sweet, too cloying. And that's when the journey kind of changes a little bit, is when some of those earthier notes come in, like the tonka and the patchouli and the incense. It just warms it up, and it even makes it more inviting. Now, I don't always consider tropical perfumes to be super inviting. Anything that's heavy floral can be off-putting to some people. But when you add those warm, inviting notes to that sweet tropical nectar at the top, it's such a beautiful balance. And it was a bit of a slow burn. When I first smelled it, I was like, But I had 5 other perfume samples that I was testing at the time. So I have learned a lesson. No more than 4. I'm not going to test any more than 4 at a time. There needs to be a little bit of distance, skin real estate in between sprays. I was just doing boom, boom, boom kind of thing. And there's too much merging and cross-pollinating of the scents. So at first I was like, And then I wore it by itself a couple of times. I was like, hold the phone. What's happening here? I'm really liking it. And that's what happened. It took 3 or 4 wearings before I was like, okay, I gotta buy this. Tropical, so it's very warm weather, I think, specific. But if you're like me, and if you live in a cold, snowy region in the wintertime where it gets cold and snowy in the winter, these are the perfect scents for me in the winter time. When I start getting really down because of the weather, it's gray outside all the time, it's cold, it's windy or rainy or snowy, all the things that I hate. I don't hate, but I don't want to live in it. I want to visit that kind of a climate. I don't want to live in it. I will spray on one of my tropical Hawaii reminiscent kind of scents, and it helps so much. It absolutely helps. So, and it's funny, that's the only time I do that. I don't reverse it. I don't wear a lot of heavy winter perfumes in the summer because I don't have the blues in the summer and the spring or the fall. It's just winter. So anyway, I love it. It's mid-range on its price. Did I say that already? Performance is really good. I get, with 2 sprays, in hot weather, 7, 8, 9 hours, right in there, just depending on the temperature, how dry my skin, because I do know that it lasted overnight, and that was like 9 hours. So I know without it becoming a skin scent, it was still projecting a bit in the morning. But I've worn it during the day, and it was really hard to smell it by the end of the day, which was only like 8 hours. So right in there, a good day's wearing anyway. And it projects well. Not too much, about arm's length, not really past arm's length. Just right up to arm's length, I would say. And it stays that way for there I go again, for probably 2 or 3 hours. And then it comes to about elbow's length, and it stays there, and then does a Houdini at the end. I think this is totally fun. I think it's festive. I don't think it's a real formal scent, but at the same time, it depends on how formal. Black tie, no. A wedding, potentially, if it's an outdoor wedding kind of thing, you know? So it just depends on the venue. I do think it could be frisky if you're into that tropicalness, which I am. So yeah, that is Fiilit, Surya-Bali. Oh, I love it. One of my favorite tropical perfumes right here. That's about it for that one. I think I covered everything. Did I cover everything? I mean, presentation isn't great. And the bottles, the full bottles, are pretty plain. So the sprayer is fine with the travel sprayers, but a lot of times they'll use a less expensive sprayer on the travel sprayer than they will on the full bottle. So it might be a little better as far as that goes. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's about it. And I guess I'll get going and start sniffing some other perfumes. I have lots and lots of samples that I'm testing. So, and I still am too chicken shit to do a live. I need to do a live. I don't know what my issue is. I have a bunch of perfumes just sitting there ready for a live one. I won't touch them. I'm not going to allow myself to sniff them until I do it live. Force myself. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm going to have to use my phone and my computer, I think, to see the comments and stuff. So, I don't know. I'll probably experiment. It'll be a big fucking disaster the first time. I just want to warn you about that. So, but maybe I'll get it right the second or third time if I ever do it again. What am I talking about? I haven't even done it the first time. All right, so thank you for being here, and don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and comment if you want. If you don't, it's all good. I still love you. Use your nose. Peace.